Stop scrolling. This message is for you. Listen, we have a story out of Jacksonville, Florida. This happened on February 19th, 2024. Mr. William McNeil Jr. was in a traffic stop and he was assaulted. We do have the video. Take a look at this.
Open my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all. And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Huh? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No, don't.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what we just watched has really pissed me off. This happened all the way in February of 2024, and it's just now surfacing. This thing escalated so fast. They broke his window. They punched him in the face. Pulled him out of the car, and then assaulted him. Excuse me. Assaulted this man. The thing that pisses me off is that this young man does not have a record. This young man has never been to jail. There are also reports saying that when the police wrote their police report, they said that he had a knife and they were scared for their life. But when you watch the dang on video, he's not showing a knife. You don't hear anybody talk about a knife. They punched him in the face. This is assault. Aggravated assault. Breaking his window. And then when they pulled him out, you hear an officer saying, you need to comply. Why didn't you comply? You should have just done what he told you to do. Blah, 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 blah. That's a black man saying that. I know a black man's voice when I hear it. There's a black officer there. He's the one that is saying that crap to William McNeil Jr. That really upsets me that you have a black officer that is watching one of his own be assaulted by white officers. But when you put on that uniform, you could be black, but even when a black man puts on that blue, they bleed blue. They stick together, even if they're doing wrong. That's their code. They have to stick together. That's what they do. How do we stop this injustice from continuing to happen, ladies and gentlemen? By going to vote. You have to go vote, ladies and gentlemen. Stop complaining about police abuse to African Americans. Stop complaining if you didn't go vote. There's some of you watching this video right now that did not vote, but you just watched what I watched. We watched it together. Consider this, ladies and gentlemen, that could have been you, brother, bro. Hey, bro, I'm talking to you. That could have been you, bro. That could have been your mother. It could have been your brother, your sister, your aunt. It happens to women too. It happens to African American women also. There's videos out there of women being assaulted by police. This has to stop, ladies and gentlemen. This easily could have been me. What are we going to do about it? Go to the polls. When it's time to vote, vote. When you don't vote, you give a vote to people that don't need to be in office. Donald Trump has no business in office. But he is. Because most of you said my vote don't count anyway. You know how much of that crap that I've heard? Or the ones that did vote for him thought they were gonna get a stimulus check. No, you're not gonna get a stimulus check. Donald Trump didn't even give you a stimulus check the first time. He put his name on it so he could get the credit. Duh. That's what he does. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see change, you have to be the change. Change is not going to happen if you just sit on your butt. When it's time to go to the polls and vote, and you just decide to sit on the couch and say that your voice doesn't matter. No, your voice does matter. And voting is your voice. In my closing, I want to thank God Almighty that William McNeil Jr. is still alive to tell his story. Because in so many other cases, such as Tyree Nichols in recent, he could be gone. His family, the family of William McNeil Jr., could be planning his funeral right now. Well, this happened in February. They could have had his funeral. If he would have died, it would have come out sooner. And we would have heard about it already. Thank God he's alive, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next episode of Politics Unfiltered, right here on Black News Undisputed. Peace.